But this time, they didn't just target one American warship, they went after two of the US Navy's most advanced destroyers, the USS Carney and the USS Mason, both operating deep in the Red Sea, where every day feels like a battlefield. It started like many other nights on patrol. Calm waters, low visibility, the radar sweeping the sky in slow, deliberate circles. But suddenly, everything changed. The radar lit up with multiple signatures, fast-moving objects headed straight for the ships. Drones, missiles, coordinated, synchronized, dangerous. Launched from Houthi-controlled territory in northern Yemen, these weren't test shots. This was a deliberate, complex assault meant to strike US forces hard. On board the USS Carney, the crew didn't panic. They had been here before. Since late 2023, the Carney has intercepted more than 40 airborne threats in this region alone, more than any other US warship in recent memory. With practiced precision, the crew kicked into action. The ship's powerful Aegis combat system locked onto targets and prioritized the most dangerous ones. Within moments, SM-2 and SM-6 missiles launched from vertical silos, streaking into the sky at supersonic speeds to intercept the incoming threats. But this time, they weren't alone. The USS Mason, another Arleigh Burke-class destroyer nearby, was also under threat. Radar operators aboard the Mason picked up additional inbound targets, some of them flying low to avoid detection, others diving fast toward the ship. Within seconds, the Mason fired back. Interceptors launched, countermeasures deployed. The Phalanx CIWS, a radar-guided Gatling gun, spun up and unleashed thousands of rounds per minute, creating a metal wall to protect the ship from anything that slipped through. The night sky lit up with flashes of intercepts. Explosions echoed over the waves. The crews could hear the alarms, feel the shock waves, but they stayed focused, calm under pressure, trained for exactly this moment. And when the smoke cleared, both ships were still standing. No damage, no injuries. The attack had been fully repelled. But this wasn't just another encounter. US officials later confirmed it was one of the most complex and simultaneous attacks these ships had faced so far. And yet again, they proved their readiness. Behind the scenes, the combat information centers on both ships were running like well-oiled machines. These dark, windowless rooms are the true brains of every destroyer, where sailors track every blip on the radar, analyze every possible threat, and make split-second decisions that can mean the difference between survival and catastrophe. Real-time data from satellites, surveillance drones, and shipboard sensors flows into the CIC, giving commanders a full picture of the battle space. Here, decisions are made in milliseconds. Every missile fired, every drone tracked. It all starts in this room. The USS Carney and USS Mason have become the front line of missile defense in one of the most strategically tense waterways on Earth. Both ships are part of a rotating deployment of US destroyers operating in the Red Sea to protect international shipping and deter hostile actors. Their mission isn't just about defense anymore, it's about sending a message. And that message is clear. If you fire on US Navy ships, those ships will fire back. Quickly, accurately, relentlessly. Alongside the USS Carney and USS Mason, the US Navy has deployed a formidable force to the region. Operating nearby is the USS Dwight D. Eisenhower, one of the Navy's most powerful aircraft carriers, serving as the floating command center for air operations across the Red Sea. Accompanying the carrier is a full carrier strike group, including the USS Gravely, USS Laboon, and other Arleigh Burke-class destroyers, all conducting missile defense, escort missions, and rapid response operations. But the US isn't alone. French and British warships are also on station, contributing radar coverage, surveillance aircraft, and anti-air capabilities to joint patrols. Together, this multinational force maintains 24/7 vigilance across one of the world's most vital maritime corridors, ensuring that threats are intercepted, merchant shipping is protected, and every radar contact is accounted for. Backed by a powerful combination of carrier-based strike aircraft and persistent aerial surveillance, the U.S. military presence in the Red Sea is far from symbolic. It's a fully operational force prepared for real combat. From the flight deck of the USS Dwight D. Eisenhower, FA-18 Super Hornets and stealth F-35C Lightning II jets launch daily to patrol the skies, conduct show-of-force flyovers, and stand by for rapid precision strikes. These aircraft can reach targets in Yemen in minutes, giving commanders a flexible and immediate response option to emerging threats. In the air, the skies are constantly monitored by MQ-9 Reaper drones, which loiter high above for hours, tracking hostile movements and feeding live intelligence directly to both shipboard crews and Central Command. Complementing them, P-8 Poseidon maritime patrol aircraft sweep vast areas of ocean and coastline with advanced radar and sonar systems, capable of detecting missile launches, small boat activity, and even hidden submarines. This layered aerial presence allows U.S. forces to maintain near real-time awareness over a massive operational zone, creating a digital dome of intelligence and strike capability over the Red Sea. It's not just about deterrence. This is a fully integrated air-sea combat network that can strike, defend, and adapt at a moment's notice. This force is mobile, it's experienced, and it's ready for whatever comes next. While the Houthis claim to be acting in defense of regional allies, their targets have increasingly included U.S. naval vessels and civilian shipping. With weapons supplied and tactics supported by Iran, their attacks are growing bolder. But so is the American response. And as the USS Mason and USS Carney continue their patrols, they remain on high alert, radars hot, launch systems primed, crews at the ready, knowing that the next threat could come at any moment. What do you think? Will attacks like these keep escalating? Or will this level of defense finally send a message strong enough to hold the line? Let us know in the comments. Thank you for watching and for supporting content that brings you closer to the front lines, where real missions unfold, where precision and courage matter, and where every decision can change the course of events. If you found this video informative, give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe for more in-depth updates on global defense, naval operations, and real-time conflict coverage. We'll continue tracking the situation in the Red Sea and around the world, so you don't miss a thing.